adverts, then the chat show appearances. There were even toys fashioned in my image. But now I have finally made the leap to where I really belong. The movies! There is news in the world of tea. News big enough for the big papers. We are going to change the world one cup at a time! But first, let's see how the whole tea thing began. Emperor Shen Nong was sitting in the shade of a camellia tree, enjoying his favorite drink.
There you go, Chuck. 1 cup of boiling water, just how you like it.
When some camellia leaves fell from the tree and landed in the cup, what followed was to change the world forever. The water changed color. What on earth? Curious and inquisitive, he took a sip. Nancy, that is blooming delicious. Woo! Tea was born. Biscuits, they came later. That was tea then, but what did all this have to do with the modern world? Using my mind, I began to think. Today, we recycle, we turn off the tap when we brush our teeth. I even reuse sticky plasters that I fish out of swimming pools. But most importantly, we realize that the way we live our lives affects the environment and the lives of others. What we buy here has an effect a whole continent away. It's really important for us to know where things come from and how they're made. We drink 8 billion cups of PG Tips a year, enough to fill some football stadiums. Well, how many? What? I don't know, do I? I'm not the brain of Britain. That's a lot of tea. That's what this story's all about. The people who grow the stuff, the tea farmers. I've come here to meet Anita from an organization called Rainforest Alliance. She's going to spill the beans on the big news. What are you up to with my pals at PG Tips?
Well, PG Tips have always been concerned about the environment and their workers, but they wanted to do more. So they contacted us, and now we're working together.
So how are you going to make sure that their tea is da bomb? The full Monty, the kahuna, down with the kids, booyah shaka?
Well, PG Tips is only going to buy tea from plantations that have earned our Green Frog certificate. This is Kericho, a PG Tips plantation in Kenya.
And how does a plantation get a certificate? Off the internet?
No, monkey. Lots of things have to be right. Farmers and their workers have to earn a decent living. They have to have access to things like hospitals and doctors and schools for their children. Rivers need to be protected, and wildlife, like birds and monkeys.
Elephants? Do you do elephants?
Yeah.
Real ones?
Yes.
Good.
Only then does the Rainforest Alliance issue a certificate.
Oh, that's genius. But how will this affect me, Anita, the man on the street?
Well, it won't really, but I can tell you that Rainforest Alliance's work has already helped improve the quality of life of 1.5 million farmers, farm workers and their families in some 14 countries.
Wowza! 1.5 million, that's quite a lot, isn't it? This really is big. Here's a thought, Anita. I'll be PG Tips, and you'll be Rainforest Alliance. I think that pretty much sums up the whole thing, Anita, don't you? PG Tips and Rainforest Alliance are now very good friends.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Oh, my car's here. Take care, Anita. All the best. Where's my car? Is it here? My investigation a success, I headed home with the good news. You and I can help farmers, farm workers and their families around the world by putting the right kind of tea in our cups. It's so easy to do our bit.
Your coffee, sir?
Is it PG Tips?
Yep.
Brilliant! After what I've just heard, I think I'll have the tea. In fact, go on, have one yourself. It's tea o'clock, and I'm the tea master. Choo-choo! Tea for everyone! Who's your monkey? A tale of 2 continents indeed.
No, it's absolutely humming.
Now comes from
It's
Rainforest
really
Alliance
strange.
certified plantations.
There's loads of stuff in
By
the top.
2010, every cuppa will
No, I
be
don't want that
recycled.
either.
So
Just
come on,
No,
folks.
actually,
Deeds
pass
of
that
everything.
one. It's so
One's
fucking
work to the
crap.
world and
You know what?
everywhere in
I want
between.
you first.
Join me and
Proven anti-aging for 45 plus skin. No7's groundbreaking serum. Ta-da!
Bitch.